And happiness 20%. How much cost? 3,000. Jesus, kill me. 8 seasons, that means 8 turns. Jesus, that's a lot. First, let's build... Yeah, definitely. Let's build the most usual thing, roads. They are the cheapest, 6 turns only. Laggish. Laggish of hell. Yes, let's build those first. And I can't recruit crap now. Of course not.
General!
Ah, I can actually buy things here, but they cost Jesus 6,000. Is there any cheaper units? 2,000. That's the cheapest? Ah, that's a lot. They usually will go with like a normal total war, just huge amount of units and attack. But actually I'll have to go like this though. I'm sending these guys towards this part.
Out of move, sir! General! Attack!
Okay.
Besieging settlement, sir!
Let's build ramps. How many do we need actually? Build only one? I don't think that's just a... yeah. Wooden walls. Western Greek. Okay. Maintain
Settlement
siege.
under siege, sir!
How much turns? 6 turns until surrender.
Your Honor,
We'll send actually our spy, maybe he can open the doors
on
first.
my way.
No building the crap.
Sir! Move out! Engage
Yeah,
the enemy!
that would definitely need
Move
3
out!
turns to this. Oh well, let's end the turn and see how this goes. Yay for us. I'm getting used to shogun diplomacy, you know, just press the fucking button and talk with people.
Awaiting your command.
And it's gonna be tough. Yay. Okay, let's end the turn. So I hear the turns in this game take a long. And welcome back, my dear friends. So this is the next turn. By the way, it's a little notification. The game crashed, so I had to redo the entire campaign. So I mean, from the one turn that I did. Yeah, all things that I have chosen, did all that from the units that I chose to move from the Aretum towards status to join. Everything is there. So the build orders, same roads here in Capua and Roma. So nothing is changed in that way. My spy is doing crap as usual.
Yes,
I'm just gonna send him over here
Secrecy
because
is
he's awesome like that. And here my spy is
At your
doing
service.
crap. I'm afraid if I put him in any of these towns, he may get killed eventually. So they can actually traverse through this little river part, sea part, whatever the fuck is this shit. So yeah, not
Can't
good.
do that, sir.
Damn, that's not good. Okay, anyway, let's continue on. So here are the events. Now this is the year in the history 272 BC. So this thing that we want to read. Now, first notification again, yet again, of course, as I said many times, my pronunciation of certain events, names and all that will be bad, and I mean very bad. Maybe, who knows. Nonetheless, I don't want to, well, not embarrass, I don't want to you know, to say words, names incorrect, because this mod is awesome. I must say, I love the neat little details they put in it. I love the historical accuracy in any mod. That's one thing that I love about the Rome Total War series. Well, not really, they are not really historically accurate in most parts. Anyway, that's why they are mods. So yeah, I really don't want to, or if maybe, who knows, maybe one of the modders whoever the dudes that made this mod see like, oh, this dude doesn't know how to pronounce it, certain names. That's a little bit thing. I didn't want them to see this kind of crap, but you know what, I'm just gonna do it cause the mod is beautiful, as I said. So we're gonna read it however I can, you know. So yeah, but you guys can say after I read this one, because at the moment there's only one or two I think, so after I read this you can say, I don't want to read this, you don't want to see this crap me reading it, just say it, you know, because as I said, these words I don't know how to pronounce, so I'm gonna be a little bit difficult even for me, of course. So yeah, but I love reading this because they put enough effort to do this. I mean, you have to really give them the credit. So let's begin. Here in history 272 BC, Teleocles is eponymous archon of Thinia. In this 504th year after the first Olympiad, the first year of the 127th Olympiad, Lucius Papirius Cursor and Spurius Carvilius Maximus are both elected to serve their second terms as consuls at Roma. In this 482nd year, Epi Urba Candida, the inundation of the Nilos marks the start of the inundation season in the late October, and is reckoned as the 14th year of Pharaoh Ptolemy II, Delphos. This is the 26th year of Pontic dynasty, reckoned from its founding by Mithridates Ctesias. Now, as I said, yeah, I'm trying my best. But I love reading this because it serves its purpose. Philarox history, Philarchos history begins with Pyrrhos' expedition in this year. Pyrrhos of Epirus leaves others to continue his war in Macedonia and loads his army on ships, and with the permission of Aetolians sails around their lands and puts ashore on the Peloponnesus. By the end of the year he will have proceeded to Megalopolis, then attacked Sparta itself after professing only good intentions. That bastard. After being unable to take the polis, defended mostly by women and a small band of Spartans, god damn you suck. Instead of continuing his siege, he goes north to face an approaching army of Antigonus, and while fighting with them at Argos, he is slain. Oh, he is slain. The end. Antigonus finds himself in a much relieved position, with Epirotes pulling back from much of Macedonia. Yeah. Cleon, the tyrant of Sicyon, is assassinated. A Carthaginian fleet sails to Taras, but leaves without initiating any hostilities. Well, that was a very strong year. Ptolemy II achieved several victories in southern Anatolia, but Galatian mercenaries hired by Mithridates and Ariborzanes are able to defeat the Ptolemaic forces in central Anatolia, and found the city of Ancyra after the battle. Late in the year of Ptolemy II wins back much of coastal Syria, leaving the situation in the region much in his favor, and peace soon at hand. Livius Andronicus comes to Rome. The Anisius aqueduct is constructed under the supervision of the centaur Curius Dentaus. Carvilius completes the final Roman victory over the Samnites, and Papirius takes control of part of Bruttium and captures Taras itself. Triumphs take place in Rome, not this time Rome, celebrating Carvilius and Papirius over the Samnites, Lucanians, Brutii, and Tarantians. Perigenius of Alexandria won the stadium at Olympia. Nicarchos of Elis won the wrestling competition, and Krathenos of Igeria won the boys wrestling competition. Gay people. Glaucon of Athenia won the Tetrapon. Okay, so each one of these just for you to notice. If you did not, sorry for again, because my reading, main things sound a little bit off without the end of the sentence and all that. So each of this is, of course, each paragraph, I think it's called paragraph, for fuck's sake, in English, is in its own event. So from Ptolemy's achieving victories to Philarchus, Pyrrhus, whatever expedition failed with the attack on Sparta or whatever. And of course we aqueduct construction alongside with Olympiad. And yeah, that's about it, just to summarize stuff here. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one is mostly the year in history. Now this is what is this all about, the history, the events and all that. Now this from the Europa Barbarorum Steam. So I'm gonna read it, of course, because as I said, they allowed themselves to put so much into it. I should allow myself to read it. Europa Barbarorum's year in history announcements. The topic of ancient calendars and dating is an incredibly complex matter, as EB's year in history announcements function for all cultures and factions. At the beginning of each one you will find the common dating system that we have for each of the factions, though we do not have information on many of them. Sometimes a single faction might have multiple dating systems, but we are using the most common ones. For Hellenes, years were sometimes reckoned in eras, and the Olympic era, beginning in 776 BC, is the most common one. Years could be numbered from the first Olympiad, or more commonly as years within each Olympic cycle. The Athenians usually referred to years with the name of the Epinomos Archon, the chief magistrate at Athens, for the year. Other Hellenic cities had similar methods, but it is not possible or necessary to list them all here each year. Damn, this is a long read. Each year. Man, I'm gonna losing myself here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we get you. Okay, so it is useful to note that the Athenian magistrates took their office at the start of the month of Hekatompion, around the beginning of July each year. The Macedonian calendar, if you will, calendar was developed after Alexander's contact with Babylonian one. It was essentially the lunar calendars of the Babylonians, with Macedonian months names substituted for the original ones. It was adopted in Seleucid lands and by the Ptolemies as well, and with slight changes, variants were usually referred to as the Syro-Macedonian or the Ptolemaic calendars. The Macedons counted their years from 317 BC, when Alexander IV began his reign. The Seleucid and the Seleucid years were generally reckoned from 312 1 BC, the Seleucid era, or the Syro-Macedonian era. That's the pronunciation of that kind of word. Okay, so the Ptolemaic New Year began in mid-November at the start of our period. Ptolemaic state documents were double dated with both Ptolemaic and Egyptian solar calendar. Really? Okay, I actually didn't get any of this. Other Hellenistic kingdoms in the east had their own calendars, many of which applied to Syro-Macedonian month names to their own system. Many of these began their new year on the 23rd of September. The kingdom of Pontus counted their years from accession of the founder of the dynasty, Mithridates of Zeus, in 337 BC, but then switched by the time our period starts to a system starting at 297 BC, which is then called Pontic Regnal Era. Roman calendars were based on a lunisolar year of 355 days and began in March, with an additional month added every few years to maintain synchrony between months and seasons. After the year's dating systems are provided, the main body of the announcements relates to the events of the year, organized loosely by regions. Some events may be numbered by other authors to previous or later year, but the system followed here is a regular one, although the confusion between the difference in modern and ancient year cycles provides plenty of fertile territory for cultivating mistakes. The final entry in years of the Olympiad contains the known winners of the events, most importantly the winner of the stadium. So I hope you bear with me with this reading stuff. I'm trying, but while it goes on, it will all be cool, and we'll learn how to say things and all those neat things. Whew, God. Okay, minus. Awesome, we're in minus. Okay, Russian expands. Cornelius Blasio improves chances of casualty recovering from their wounds. Manius Sirius Dentautus, philosopher, -1 from Squalor, increase both the quarter and population growth. Manius Sirius Dentos, armor +1, morale for troops on battlefield. Okay, let's first, I want to talk with Audi tribe here.
Speak with them at once.
They are our enemies, but let's see about ceasefire and trade right, because if we can succeed in this. Okay, it was in that we succeeded. We agree your proposals for now. Oh, okay, well that's cool. We have trade rights and ceasefire, so we're okay. We don't have to expect anything from up front. Maybe they want the alliance. Actually, who cares about the alliance with barbarian scum? Yeah. Okay, so we have nice here. We have these rebels that we shall conquer. These two cities will greatly add to the Roman Empire. Ceasefire in effect. Diplomatic information. There's the Arc Seleucei against Pontus, Hyazdan and Bactria. Bacteria. Okay, so we have here waiting still for the attack on Taras. Let's move our captain. How do you call my sir? Okay, Servius. Screw you. Let's continue. So a little bit more and we're gonna get there. Fail. Why I'm not sending here? Because let's do it. He may expand his Russian, whatever. His skills. Well, actually they have nice Hestati, Roraria, Sensi, and Livisi, Toxitai. Now, this may be you, right? Auius, Decius, Eubelius. Well, again, we're reading mostly in English, so you know the guys at this of the EB team, for us uneducated people, they should have allowed a little simple name calling and all that. Because, you know, reading this stuff is not easy when you don't know how to read it well. I mean, yeah, learn your history well. In tough luck, I don't wanna. But, as a respect, I will read it. I don't know, but, you know, not many people are gonna get it in the end. Who the fuck is Maximius, Blubius? I don't know. What the fuck? How the fuck should I say it for real? What? I'm gonna say it in fucking Greek, Roman bullshit. Give me a fucking flying fuck.